Everyone, so today's video is going to be kind of like a New Year's resolution / 2019 goals, and I've written a list on my phone of different things. I'm going to just put my phone on silent because that's necessary, of things that I want to achieve this month, and some of them are quite broad, some are quite specific. I'm not going to divulge too much into things like, you know, the restaurant and things like that and making that as successful as we possibly can, because that's a given. I'm going to talk about more personal goals. And I'm going to say goals because it's things that I want to achieve rather than like a resolution to promise something, if that makes sense. It's like my list of goals for the year, and I'm not going to say sort of like, you know, things that are, can you hear that? Paul's got a cold and he's coughing downstairs. Not things that are too kind of, too random, if that makes sense, and specific. Let me just read you my list. Number one is going to be an absolute given, and that is lose weight. I'm not going to divulge into that too much because every time I talk about that, I'll then get messages from people saying, you said that last year and you didn't. And it's just like, yes, thank you. I know that. I can see that because I have eyes. So the purpose of that comment was what? To just discourage me? Great job at being a dick. So I'm not going to divulge too much into that, but it is very, very necessary because I want to feel nice, and I don't want to feel like I'm just not attractive, which is how I feel. I know it's wrong, I know it's not body positive and all of that kind of thing, but to me that's just how it feels. And I know I have to work on the mental side of it too, but the other side of it is also very, very necessary to me for my happiness and for my like well-being and everything. It's important, so I'm not going to pretend like it's not. That's number one. Number two is to work out. I go through little weird spells of exercise where I'll work out for a bit and then I stop, and then I do it and I stop. And we're so busy at the moment, it is very, very hard to find the time, but I want to try and just do things like maybe like a 20-minute workout on YouTube kind of thing before I have a shower, something like that, just to kind of keep it going, just for health reasons really, nothing other than that. Number three is to quit my crisp addiction. Now, it's a weird thing in my family. We are all absolutely addicted to crisps. I love crisps. I'm picky about flavours of crisps, but crisps are just my thing. I love the crunch, I love the saltiness, I really like them. And I think you have to kind of be able to recognise a dangerous behaviour in yourself, in the sense of I can't just have like, I can portion it out, but I struggle. I find them really addictive. If I open like a packet of Black Kettle crisps, I can just keep eating them and eating them and eating them until I've pretty much eaten the whole packet, and that's horrendous. So I need to just not have them in the house, to just not eat them, and be like, you know what, you're gonna be fine if you don't eat crisps anymore. If you want to have like a treat on like every month or whatever, then okay, but I'm not going to buy them and I'm not going to have them in the house, and I'm not going to say, oh, I'm just going to have a little bit. I recognise that they are a weakness for me, it's a problem for me. My whole family is like that with crisps. It's just that some of us have amazing metabolisms where we eat a lot and a size 6, but not me. So I really want to work on that because they're not very good for you, and I don't like the kind of addictive behaviour of it. Number four is one that you guys are going to really be happy with, and that is to go back to wearing my hair curly. I talk about this quite often in that, like, I just find it's so high maintenance when I wear it curly because I have to wash it every single day, and that takes a really long time, and my hair retains water so much, like it takes forever to dry. And also I feel like my face is so round anyway that when I wear it curly it just makes my face look even rounder. But my thinking is that once my face isn't so round, that's what I want to do because I miss it, and I know you guys miss it too. So that's, oh, I've gone out of my list. Number 5 is to read 12 books a year. I've done this for the past 2 years and I always achieve this, so I'm going to keep it to that. I'm not going to say more because I do more naturally, and I always document what I'm reading on Instagram. I have thought about doing like a separate book Instagram account and maybe doing like a book club over here, but I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Is that really lame? Let me know your thoughts, because I'm happy to do it if it's something that you want to see. But I love reading. I find it really calms me and it kind of switches my brain off a bit. At the moment, the book that I've got over there is I'm reading, it's just like a chick lit book. It's the Lindsay Kelk, I Heart Vegas. And I've got the Dolly Addleton one underneath it, the Things I Know About Love, Boys, blah, blah, blah one. I'm struggling with that a little bit. I'm better with thrillers. Number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is to save more money. I don't want to do any unnecessary purchases because I never spend tons of big money on stuff, but I'm the queen of just little stupid unnecessary purchases, like 20 quid here and there in home bargains, on crap that I don't need, on like a drink, on a coffee. I don't want to do that. And so far, I know we're only like day 3, but actually, no, do you know what? Even before that, even throughout the last maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, I've been like when I'm at work taking lunch with me every day, not buying coffee, that kind of thing. I'm not a massive coffee drinker anyway, really, because it makes me feel a bit jittery. But I've been really trying to work on that. What? I don't even know what number we're on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. Number 7 is to be more positive, which I know sounds a bit silly, but I don't know if you watched the video that Michaela did recently about thinking positive and like the law of attraction and all of that kind of thing. I watched it and like I know Michaela in real life and I know kind of what she's like as a person, and she's not this hippy dippy woo woo kind of person who is really into all things spiritual and that kind of thing. She's just like a normal person, do you know what I mean? And so when she was talking about how she finds the law of attraction and all of that kind of thing, and that she does think that there is something to it, I thought that was really interesting, because I'm somebody that I'm very, very negative. I'm a very negative thinker. I always see the glass half empty. I always think I'm not good enough at everything, and I always think, oh God, I hope that doesn't happen, rather than thinking, I want this to happen. I never think like that. I always think in the more negative way. So what I want to try and do is to try and kind of think more in that aspect. I have been trying to do it for the last couple of days, and I will say that today something really, really annoying happened that shouldn't have happened, that I kept thinking that I didn't want to happen, but then I was like, well, maybe in my subconscious mind I was thinking about it and then that's why it didn't happen. And anyway, I want to try and work on that. Just try. We'll see how it goes. And then last but not least, we have, I want to curate my online feeds on social media, so on Instagram, Facebook, I don't use Twitter, to only show things that I like and that I'm interested in. I have come to the realisation that Instagram is by far my favourite social media platform because it is more of a curated feed. I'm not being horrible, but you know how like on Facebook, for example, it's just like pictures of like somebody that you kind of went to school with, baby, and you're like, that's very nice, but like I genuinely don't give a shit. Like, it sounds awful, but I don't know, on Facebook especially, I'm like, the only thing I care about seeing on here is like the funny memes. Everything else is just background noise about people that I don't even know that well, because like, if I do know you well enough, I know these things because you tell me them. So I'm not going to start unfriending people because that's a little bit rude, but I kind of just want to curate my feed a little bit more. And I don't want to have stuff on there that makes me feel negative. It can be to do with any topic, but things that make me feel negative, I don't want on there. I just want it to just be like a nice thing. I get that like that's not real life and blah blah blah, and sometimes you have to see things for what they are and all of that, but I think like it's my social media feed. I should be able to curate it to be how I want it to be. And so the same on Instagram I'm a lot better at doing it on there actually. Like I won't follow things that I don't like, but I want to kind of have a bit more of a cull and make it a little bit more specific into topics that interest me personally, and just go from there really. I obviously want to continue YouTube. My goal is, I'm so close to reaching 50,000 subscribers, and then after 50 my next big hurdle is I really want to get to 100,000. If I make it to 100,000 subscribers, that I could like die happy. That's what I really want. But I don't, yeah, I want to get to 50 first, and I'm literally like 8 people away from that. So I keep looking every single day. I'll tell you right now, look, let me have a look. I'll go on YouTube. Let me check. Okay. So right now we're on 40,981. It's like a few, isn't it? I really, really want that. So I'd like for that to happen, and I'm going to try and just keep being consistent. I like keeping things natural. I like keeping it real. I don't want to kind of change it and make everything just really different. I do want to start doing more kind of like diet related stuff on here, because it's something I really, really enjoy watching, and like food videos and stuff like that. And I'm going to do more vlogs because you all said that you really enjoyed those, so I'm definitely going to do those. Like, we really enjoyed doing that. Paul enjoyed it as well, I think. And we actually went to the restaurant today to have a look, and I couldn't film in there because it was really dark, number one, and also there were builders like everywhere. But it was looking so good, and it was looking so different, and I thought when I was in there, oh, I want to show them, but then I couldn't because of that. So I think we're going to go back on Monday. Maybe I'll do it then, or we're going to go back tomorrow actually and show my sister and everybody, and my brother. So yeah, we'll see about that. I'm gonna love you and leave you now because we're at 11 minutes and you're probably thinking, all right, yeah, we got the point, shut up now. But I hope you all have a fabulous 2019. Let's try and just do the best that we can do. I'm not going to be like, let's smash it, because it's actually not any different to what it was before, let's be honest. But let's try the best that we can to make ourselves as happy as we can. That's all we can do, isn't it? So yeah, I love you all very, very much, and I will see you all in my next video. Please let me know recommendations, suggestions for videos that you want me to make as well down below. Anything you want, just pop it down below, because I really would like to hear what you want to see. So yeah, bye.